Let's adjust that. That should be better. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. We're just waiting for everybody to come on board. And so I am here. And we will wait and see where we are. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hi, Vita. Hi, Jessica, sweetheart. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alrighty. Monique. Hi, RuPaul. Hello. It's nice to see everybody. Hi, Dennis. Hi. Okay, so, we are doing some live general readings today. Hi, RK, sweetheart. Hi, Jason. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Jessica. Well, hi, Michelle. Oh, gosh. Hi, Ruby. Oh, Jessica, you're super happy right now. That's good. That's good. Feel your heart. Feel your heart. This is all good. Dana, hello, my sweetheart. Hello. It's lovely to see everybody today. So, yes, what we are doing is general live Q&As. So if you've got a question, you are more than welcome to, of course, ask me. Now, I was going to actually get my pendulum today, not because I need it, but just because I thought it would be good for you to see, but I cannot find it for the life of me, I cannot find it. So I asked my daughters if I could borrow her pendulum, and if anything, I could just use this as a makeshift as well. So it works. Let me just give a tester. So we're gonna go left. All right. Give me a yes. Yep. Give me a no. Yep. Okay. And that's fine. So it works. It works. It's like literally like we broke it. So I tried to wrap it with a little bit of this. It's terrible. Okay. Hi, Tana. Hello. Hello. Okay. So Beta, I would love a quick frequency check as well. I really need help with my inner work, please. I feel like I get to a certain point and then I'm not sure if that's complete or what else to do with this now. What is the next step? Is acknowledging it enough? Yes, that's an excellent question. Now, as it comes to your inner work, I would love to say, hey, you just need to go with this. Sorry, my daughter's got friends over today. You just need to, of course, go to this thing specifically, but inner work is truly about your own understanding and where your thoughts are going. So with this, what I'm going to do is whenever you are coming up to a problem here, Beta, when it comes to your inner work, and by the way, just for anybody who wants to know, if you are new to watching me, and especially watching me with a pendulum, as I hold the pendulum up, I won't, I'm just gonna, 1 second. Let me just make this a little bit lower as well, so my arm doesn't get really tired, and then I'm just like, okay. So with this, what I do is with this pendulum, I simply just hold it up, okay? I hold it up. So it doesn't matter who's asking me a question, what's kind of going on, I just hold it up. If you have a pendulum yourself and you want to do this with me, I definitely implore and encourage you to do so. So what you're seeing now is whenever I'm speaking, because I speak in truth, of course. So whenever I'm speaking, it's just going to go back and forth, because this is my signification that it is a yes or a positive or it is a truthful answer. Okay, the harder it swings, the more solidified that truth is, basically. So now, if I were to say, give me a no answer, or if my words are false, or if they're no, the answer to your question is no, it's doing what it's doing right now, which is starting to shift and go side to side, as if I was shaking my head and going no, no. Okay, if it is a maybe, you're going to see, or like a perhaps or anything like that, you're going to see it switch to this kind of, what is that? A northwest kind of direction. That's what I was doing. I was like, northeast, southwest, a northwest direction. So that is your perhaps. So again, while I'm speaking, if you require confirmation, if you're just like, what is this lady like telling the truth or not? Like, what's going on? Hi, sweeties. Then what's going to happen is you're going to see it change to a yes. because you don't have to believe my words, but this is what your energy and what my energy is saying, right? The unspoken language, and my pendulum is just literally picking up on that. Now, if it is a definite hard truth and a hard yes, you are going to see that it is going to start to shift slightly over to the northeast kind of area. So the harder it is as well. So that is just for everybody watching to understand what they are seeing with my pendulum. So let's go on and let's answer some questions now. Beta, just going on with your question after I've done this, you said, what is the next step? Is acknowledging it enough? Yes, it can be. However, when you are going through your inner work and you've acknowledged what it is, and you've released it, you've spoken it, you've gotten that energy out. However, if you still feel this energy inside you, right? If it's still like going, it means that there's other issues that are there. So you literally have to comb your memories. You have to sit with yourself and just simply be silent to listen for the answers. They will come to you. I promise you this. You are a cognizant woman. All you have to do is be quiet enough and literally just let your spirit, let yourself, let your heart guide you. And your heart will reveal to you exactly what it is that you need to complete in the moment. Now, you are asking for a frequency check as well. Oh, goodness. Sorry, I seem to have missed a lot of your question here. So you say, for example, I figured out that my lack of self-worth and power stems from my childhood. I was a disappointment to my parents the moment I was born. No, you were not. Beta, no, you were not. I know you are saying that. However, if you can acknowledge that your parents were literally ill, they were sick. It is not you that is a disappointment. It is unfortunately that your parents have disappointed you. Because when you are a child, you are nothing but love. You are nothing but a being of love. You are not born into this world a disappointment or a failure or anything like that. You are not born into this world like that. You are a child, right? So if you feel like a disappointment to your parents, it is not your issue. It is not yours. It is theirs, okay? So firstly, I'd just like to say that one. As a firstborn, I had an obligation to be born a male. That is their sickness. Sickness in the mind. Then when my brother was born, all the attention went to him as he was the son they dreamed of. My mom still makes me feel wrong and selfish for hiding under the table crying when I was 4 years old, and all I can do is hold by my tears for this 4-year-old girl that felt so unloved and pushed away. From then on, my brother got all the attention and gifts, treats, and as the older sibling, I was always the one doing all the chores or having to be the bigger person when he teased me or annoyed me. I was more outspoken then, but when demanding love or attention, I was always told to suck it up. Amazingly, I did not resent anyone for this, but internalized it to mean that I wasn't deserving of love and attention. I think I was around 7 years old when I first wanted to die. Oh. Even now, just talking about this, I feel all the emotions of that little girl. I thought I was over it by forgiving my parents for not knowing better, but the emotions were just buried. What do I do with this now? What is the next step? Is acknowledging it enough? Right. What you need to do now, Beta, what you need to do right at this moment is that inner child. You've brought up all of these emotions. Okay? You've brought up all of these emotions. And there's a couple of things you need to do. The first step is you need to go back to your memories exactly how you've done so with me right there. Go back to the time, the earliest one you can find, when you were 4 years old underneath the table crying, right? Literally take your mind back to that moment. Be within that table. Be under the table. Cry, right? Be that child again. But then I want you to imagine yourself looking at that child under the table. And where your mother was criticizing you and where your mother was telling you that you were not worthy at that time, I want you to look at that little girl, okay? And I want you to hold her and I want you to hug her and I want you to tell her that she is worth everything. everything in this world and more. I want you to show that little girl under the table so much bloody love, because you know that she is worth it. You know that she has done nothing wrong, and you know that she is deserving of this love. All right? Do that within your mind. Do that within your memory. And speak it. Speak it out and say, you are worthy. You know, you are worthy. Do this, and you will find that it would have been released. And not only that, but that inner child that is still in there hurting, that's carrying this emotion around, will then have the peace and the love and the comfort, because you love that little girl, and that little girl is you, so you love yourself. Now, practice that exercise with every single memory that you have, okay? So as you are growing older, as the older one, go back to when you were 7 years old, feeling so distraught, feeling like you didn't want to live. Go back to that memory and tell your 7-year-old self that life is worth living. Life is about love. Life is about understanding. And not to worry about your parents, right? Don't worry about them, that they are sick. They are unwell. It is not your fault. Hold yourself and love yourself, okay? And again, you will find that when you speak it, you will find that the emotional energy will start to leave you, okay? That's what's going to do. So it's not only just acknowledging what has happened, it is taking action to comfort yourself. And then also knowing you have to tell yourself in this now moment, that you will never feel like that again, because you are an adult now, and you would never let anybody force you into hiding yourself. You can fully acknowledge now that you're a grown woman and you have amazing capabilities and amazing gifts and an amazing heart that is so full of love and that is so worthy of love. So you will never be forced into that situation again by anybody, right? That is your acknowledgement, that is your release, and that is you taking care of yourself as a child. Now, you did ask for a frequency update as well, so let's have a look here. Beta, your okay, we'll stop this. Beta, your physical frequency is currently 14.9. 14.9. Okay, that is your physical frequency. Your ethereal frequency right now is 148,225. So 148,225 with a physical frequency of 14.9. Now, your physical frequency, I did just pump in a little bit of extra energy to you to give you a little bit of healing there as well. So you're still going to have a little bit of a higher frequency at that point. But don't worry. We'll have another check, but you are doing well. You are doing high. Your energy is there, and your body is still going to the part of healing. So I hope that does help you for today. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer one question per individual and go on to a new person. So literally, like, if you've asked multiple questions, then I'm going to I'm sorry, this is not just for Beta, this is for everybody. So if you've asked multiple questions, I will answer one. And then move on to somebody new. And then once we are out of all questions, if we get to that point, then I can go revisit more of your own questions. Jessica, Luke House told me I hit a PF 34 almost to my goal. Woo, wonderful. Well done, sweetheart. Hello, Patricia, sweetie. Okay. RuPaul, you say frequency check, please, and abilities should I work upon? Or what abilities should you work upon? Yes, and by all means, if you've recently seen Luke House or Pamela Hill's post that was about she was happy to help people check their frequencies, if you have requested a frequency check from her, I will kindly ask you not to request it from me as well, because we do want to respect Luke House energy that she is putting in to get you this reading rather than re-asking the question here as well. So if you have asked her for a question, again, request, I'm just going to let you know. Those of you who are asking, what is a frequency check? Basically, if you head over to the group Frequency 51, Personal Development for the Evolved Mankind, you'll learn a little more. Your frequency is basically what dimension you are in or what level you are vibrating at. The higher the level means that the more energy that you have, the more love, no doubt, that you are feeling, and the more love you are attracting to yourself. It is the status of your evolution. If you could, it's a way you can measure your evolution and where you are. If you want to know more, head over to my YouTube channel, which if you click on my profile, there should be a link right there, and go into the playlist section, and there's a playlist called Frequency 51 New Members. Click on that, watch some videos, and you'll totally get up to speed. Okay, so RuPaul, you say frequency check, please. Okay, let's see here. RuPaul's frequency at the moment is currently at 1 second, sweetheart. .9 is your physical frequency at the moment, with an ethereal frequency of 199,000. 199,268. 199,268. That is what I have for you there. Now, RuPaul, what should you be focusing on at the moment? Right now, balancing and finding yourself. Okay? That's all I want you to focus on. See, the thing is, RuPaul, that is what you have been needing to do. It is hard lessons that you need to do, RuPaul, and that is simply to hone your focus, to hone yourself and discover your heart. That is all you need to do right now. It is difficult to look inside yourself to this depth, and I know this is, and because it's difficult, your focus is being taken elsewhere. Your focus goes to work, your focus goes on to your new relationship, your focus goes on to the things that are outside of you. But yet it causes you confusion still, because at the end of the day, to find the path that you are truly looking for, it can only be found when you start looking in here. That's where your answers lie. That's where your spirit is constantly trying to direct you. But yet, as your spirit is directing you there, you're like, okay, you look at it, but then your spirit's but then you start looking outwards, because your focus is still, okay, I'm here for a minute. That got hard, but now I'm going to focus on a relationship. Now I'm going to focus on work. Now I'm going to focus on everything outside of me. And again, that's not working. So your spirit will just kindly wait for you to finish and then redirect you back inside. But you keep going elsewhere. So stop going elsewhere, RuPaul. That's what you need to do, sweetie. Okay, so let's have a look here. Oh gosh, I've got a lot of comments. So I'm going to see if I can, I've answered a couple there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have a look at some timeline questions that were posted. So let's have a look and see what kind of questions we can answer there. Okay, so we have, on the timeline here, we have, good afternoon, Kulipup. Was curious if my spirit had any words for me. I haven't received a letter from her in a long time. This comes from Hazel. Okay, Hazel, by the way, I will just let everybody know, Hazel's spirit is very, very fierce and very, very secure in her development and so forth. So, Hazel, I don't know what your spirit is going to say, but I bet you anything she's going to tell you off. Because you could ask her yourself, but we'll see. Hazel, what would you like to tell your beautiful, beautiful avatar today? Give me just a second. Let me speak to Hazel. Hello, sweetie. What do you got to say to yourself? Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, Hazel. I know this is a serious thing, and I know I just found that funny. Sorry. All right. Okay, is there anything else you want to tell her? And I love you. Okay, okay. But otherwise, you're going to want her to. Alrighty. So, Hazel, this is for yourself, my dear. Sorry about that. Hazel, your spirit is saying, and she said to me this, she said, Clip, can you please tell her to stop focusing on her financial situation? The anxiety and worry is causing us despair and confusion and is feeding the entity of the ring. Because if you've ever seen the movie The Ring, you know that the chick that crawls out of the frickin' the well, and she's got the white dress on and the dark hair and everything. Hazel, hi Hazel, good, I'm glad you're here. Hazel has seen her conscious entity, and that is what it was saying at the moment. Sorry, that's what Hazel was saying, is it's like, you're feeding the entity of the ring, you know, oh, she's creepy, ugh. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. And Hazel also said, I would also like you to know that I think you're super cool and I love you, and I love you too, Hazel. And Hazel, your spirit also just wants you to make more of an effort to speak to her more. That's all. Don't give up. Just speak to her a bit more. All right? Make it a regular daily thing that every single day you are constantly trying to communicate with Hazel. And it will get easier. Okay? It will get so much easier. And I know you are making efforts. You totally are. Now, you're going to say, I haven't heard from her, or she's not talking to me. And it's not that she's not talking to you. It's that she's talking to you, but you're facing the other direction. Okay? You're facing that way, and you can only hear her when you're facing directly in front of her. But so you can't find Hazel because you can't see her. What you have to do is you have to be silent, calm, and let her turn around and come in front of you so that she can connect with you. But she can't do that if you are here, but then turning around and then turning around again, because she's like literally trying to line up the telepathic thought frequency there, right? And also get your heart too, but you just keep moving, right? So I just need you to focus, calm, don't move, be silent, and just focus, and you will hear that she's there. And trust me, when you finally listen to her, she's gonna say, Jesus, woman, I've been trying to contact you for ages. I was here the whole time. So that's it. Chaka, yes, my dear, you can definitely ask questions. Please go for it. Okay, so let's have a look here. So Hazel, that's what I got for you at the moment. But let's move on. Chaka, you are asking, will I start my Reiki level 2 soon successfully? Okay, so let's have a look here. Let's connect to Chaka. Again, I've got my pendulum up. As you see it go back and forth away from me, that's like a nod. So Chaka, will Chaka start her, sorry, let's calm down. Will Chaka start her Reiki level 2 soon successfully? Partially. Let's go a little bit deeper into that question. Will Chaka start her Reiki level 2? Yes, you will. Will she be successful in her Reiki level 2? Partially. Again, but closer to the no, but it's kind of like a Now, let's have a look. Why will she not be successful in her Reiki session? So let's get a look at that one. So, Chaka, Yeah, which I figured out. Okay, so again, let's watch my makeshift pendulum here, which I'm just unraveling too much. Okay, so Chaka, why will you not be successful or as successful as you want to during your level 2 Reiki bits and pieces? So the reason why you will not be successful is because, and again, I want you to watch this because I need you to hear the truth in what I'm saying, all right? This is for everybody here. So if you don't believe what I'm talking about, please watch this. She will not be successful as she will be misinformed on the way or in the ways of energy manipulation, okay? So basically, you're going to take this Reiki course. They're going to tell you some philosophical or kind of, oh, this is what you do with energy manipulation. However, you're being taught by people who have no clue what energy manipulation is in the first place. And they have no clue how to use their energy, nor do they have a clue at what power level is required to heal anything. So basically, you are going to be taking a course on how to gently massage energy, but not have any lasting effect. Now, what that's also going to do is that when you finish this course, you're going to only feel slight little buzzes or tingles in your hands, and you're going to try to put the information that you're using into practice and realize that it's not really as effective as you thought it was going to be. Now, when you realize it's not as effective as you thought it was going to be, hopefully at that point you're going to be like, screw this, I'm going to look inside myself for the answers first. Then you're going to look inside yourself and realize, wow, everything I was taught was utter bullshit, and all I had to do was simply look inside myself and develop my own energy. And once you develop your own energy and once you understand your own energy, then you're going to go out and apply it to individuals and find that you have a lasting result. Okay? So, Chaka, I hope that answers your question. And I'm sorry, if everybody's just like, wow, she seems a little bit bitey when it comes to Reiki or something. And it's not that. I cannot stand it when I see individuals go and pay for courses to get certified about who they are or what their ability is in terms of their energy. There is no person, there is no individual on this planet who can come and certify the work that I do, can certify the energy that I do. You know why? Because nobody can certify my energy but me. It is my energy, not theirs. They have a completely different life path. They have a completely different energy, right? That's like literally a fish trying to certify a squirrel for swimming. Or a squirrel certifying a fish for climbing a tree. It's silly. But then you expect to be paid for this too? And it's false information. It's absolutely ridiculous. And by the way, like I said, Reiki is simply a preschool element of energy healing. It is a nice calm massage. It does not actually do anything if you are not aware of what it is that you are physically doing. If you are unaware of your energy, if you are unaware of your own power levels. So you can give somebody a lovely calming energy massage, but if you really want to heal somebody, you really want to do that, take care of your body, heal your own body, heal yourself, understand yourself, and really use your energy. That's when you have lasting effect, right? That's why I'm like, shoot. It takes a lot to heal somebody with your energy, right? You don't ever want to see them again because of it. You want to heal them one time and then let them be well and healed, right? You don't want people to have to come back to you and say, hey, I got healed, but my back still hurts. Like, screw that. You want to just be like, no, you're healed. Okay, sorry, that was my rant. Totally my rant. Okay, so let's answer another question. Kevin, what type of energy? Oh, sugar. I'm sorry. Sorry, Kevin, it literally just disappeared. Literally just disappeared here. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go down to the bottom here. Stacy, I also would like to know if I'm finally with the man that I will spend the rest of my life with. Okay, Stacy, let's connect to Stacy here. Okay, are we connected to Stacy? We are connected to Stacy. Okay, so Is Stacy finally with the man that she will spend the rest of her life with forever? Not really. Is Stacy with the man she's going to learn a great deal from? Yes. Is Stacy now in a relationship where her heart is going to be open to new things, to new sensations, and to new feelings? Yes. Is their relationship going to be one that is long-lasting, or that is going to be that forever relationship that does not break apart? No, it's not. And the thing is, Stacy, I know that you've asked me this question before regarding the same individual, and I always give you the same answer. I always give you the same answer, and I know you want me to give you a different answer. But I can't. It's literally just what the energy is saying. All right? Now, if you wanted to go to another individual, or if you wanted to check something else out, and if you are finding the answers that you want, that is absolutely wonderful. However, if you are asking me, I can only tell you, I can only read the energy that I have. And that's what I'm getting. Sorry, bear with me one moment, Malena.
May you go to Courtney's house?
Yes, for sure.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, love you guys. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry, childhood friends. Okay. So, so Stacy, I hope that helps you, my sweet. Okay, Un Kim, let's get you sorted there, my sweetheart. So, let's get to Un. Oh gosh, sorry. I really did a really crappy job with this one, and I really got to find my pendulum, and I have no clue where I put it. But anyway, okay. So let's get this going. So or Ian. Okay, let's connect it. Are we connected to Ian? Or Un? Yes, we are. All right. So the man that Ian met this week, does he want a relationship? Partially. Okay, let's break this down. By the way, and this is for everybody else who is asking a question. You have to appreciate that when you're asking me a question, I need you to be specific, right? Because there is, you know, when you understand your emotions, you can understand in depth as it is to what you want to know. So, I'm going to break this down for you here. So you've asked if this man wants to have a relationship. Well, I'm getting a partial. So let's get a more in-depth reason for this. Does the man Ewan has met, does he want a sexual relationship? Yes, he does. Very much so. Does he want a long-term committed relationship? Oh, see? It's swinging at no, and it's swinging so hard that it is swinging against my heart. So basically, the man that you've met this weekend, he wants to have a wonderfully fun time with you. He wants to love your body. He wants to love all over you. But he does not, I'm going to say this, but he does not want to love your heart. He does not want to love your mind. So I hope you can get whatever you would like from that, okay? I need you to just kind of think. If you want to pursue this relationship with this new suitor, with this man, just know that in his mind, he just wants your beautiful body. He does not necessarily want your heart, nor does he want your mind. So if you're going to enter into this relationship, don't put your full heart into it, and just know what his intentions are. Now, if you want him to love you for your mind and your heart, then basically what I'm going to say is I want you to start loving yourself for your heart and your mind. So do 30 minutes of meditation every day to find yourself and love yourself. And when you find and love yourself, then you will emit the frequency that will attract the individual that will love you in the same way for your heart. But right now, if you are only looking at your value that is within your body, then you are attracting a man that is only looking at your value that is within your body and not your heart and your mind. So I hope that helps, my sweetheart. Okay, let's go on to some other kind of questions here. I'm so sorry. I've missed so many comments on here only because there's so many coming in, and I can only see a few here. Okay, so let's have a look here, but I'm going to try to do the best I can here. So we're going to go for Onaloka here. One of my biggest obstacles is remembering the circumstances of a nightmare I had when I was possibly 4 years old. The dream has always been memorable and experienced it intermittently throughout my childhood. The short synopsis was everything was big and it was my fault. It was frightening. Also, I cannot remember when my brother lived at home. He went to Vietnam in 1967 or 68. Can you tell me what this relates to? I have been trying and know it's a key to my inner work, but I just can't pull the memory out. Okay, so let's have a look here. So let's analyze this. So you were 4 years old, around the ages of 4. You have a dream of something being very big, but it was your fault. It was frightening. You can't remember your brother living at home. Oh shit. 69 to 68. Can you tell me how this relates to? Okay, 1 second. 1 second, my dear. I'm going to go a little bit deeper into this. This is sensitive information. So I want to feel what it is that was the issue and what is relating to that. So I'm going to stop this here. Sweetheart, your brother committed an offense against you. He committed a very grave offense against your heart and your body. And I want you to take that information and I want you to go back with yourself. I want you to sit and I just want you to ask Onaloko, is she ready to have these memories unlocked? Is she strong enough right now to partially? Oh no, sorry, 1 second, Ruby. I'm going to speak with your spirit here because the information that is going to be revealed to you, I need to make sure that you are in the right frequency level of understanding, where it is not going to allow your entities in your subconscious and your conscious to feed further off of you for this if you're not ready. Okay, so Onaloko, tell me, sweetheart, where are we at with this? Okay. Ruby, my sweetheart, I've just spoken to Onaloko, and what he's saying is that your brother committed this offense against you. However, you are just back on track right now, and he wants you to simply stay on your path of gaining more of your energy, gaining more of your power back. You just came back from having a rough patch, right? And he doesn't want you to go back into that rough patch just yet. So not to say that I want you to avoid this, but I just want you to follow the advice of Onaloko and literally just live in peace and serenity. Get your mind calm. When it is time to reveal these memories to you, Onaloko will unlock them for you, okay? He will unlock them for you, and then you will be at a place where you can process it and get it out and be free with it. I know what that feels like. I know what that feels like, and I can only say that do not rush this process. Don't rush the process. Just be calm, be cool, be collected, and just live life. Still get your curiosity going back again. Be happy. And then when you are sitting in meditation, you will find that Onaloko will start reminding you of your brother. He will start reminding you of these circumstances. So much so that now is the time to to go back with it, right? So that's what I got for you right there, my sweetheart. Hi, Hazel, through her Olden's profile. Okay, so let's have a look here. I'm going to, I hope that helps, my sweetheart. And by the way, if I'm getting replies to the readings that I'm giving, I can't really see all of them because I'm like scrolled up so far, but so I hope that does help, of course, sweetheart. Right, let's go on to some written requests. Right, so we've got here, and I'm just going down to some of the newer ones. We have Haley Tabram. Haley Tabram, you have asked. This is from Haley. She says, "Hi Ness, reading please." Yeah, okay. So Haley, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk to your spirit, and I'm going to see what your spirit wants to tell you. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay, so Haley, let's see what you're... Again, sorry, you know when you just get calls over and over and over again. Okay, so... You know what? Let's connect to you, Haley. So are we connected to Haley here? Okay. So let's see here. Sorry about this. Is that, Okay, so Haley, sorry about that. Okay, so Haley, let's, I seem to always get a massive amount of calls as soon as I want to... Sorry, sweethearts. Sorry, sweethearts, I'm literally trying here. You would think that if I didn't answer the phone immediately, or at least after the second time, that I'm no doubt not going to answer it again over and over and over again. Sorry, I'm just like, Rah! Okay. So Haley, this is for you, and this is what your spirit has to say to you at the moment. Haley, I want you to listen to me carefully. You are not the woman you see yourself to be. This coldness that hits your heart, this lack of energy, this spitefulness that brings you to tears and gives you such grief. It is not you, and it does not need to be you. I have been watching your life, and I know what is in your heart. Please make better decisions to fulfill your heart's desires and be content. You don't need to be in pain and suffering unless you choose to do so. Okay? So, that is what I got for you, Haley. That is what your spirit is telling you to do. So, what I'm getting from that message is that a lot of the woes that you have, a lot of the things that are going on, are self-inflicted. You go through a lot of trauma, you go through a lot of suffering, you go through a lot of pain, but you don't have to. You don't have to. You could move on, you could move forward, you could choose to not be in these circumstances around these individuals that are causing this reaction in you. You don't have to be so. Right? So that's what I'm getting for you, sweetheart. And inner work. All right. Okay. So let us move on. Let's get another question here. Let's see what I can have here. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Oh, Joyce. Okay, so Joyce. Joyce McGarity. Let's get you here, my dear. So Joyce, you ask. Let's connect to Joyce. We connected to Joyce. Excellent. Please, can you tell me if the text messages I'm receiving are from Mark? Okay, let's stop that. Are the text messages that Joyce McGarity is receiving, are they from Mark? They are from Mark. All right, then. I hope that answers the question. Okay, let's move on. Hi, Nikki, sweetheart. Okay, so let's have a look here. Jessica, you say, Jessica Davila. Let's connect to Jessica. Hi, sweetheart. Wonderful, we are connected. So, hi, I would like to know who I am supposed to be, and why I am such a difficult individual. Well, I'm going to basically answer that in a reverse as well. You're such a difficult individual, Jessica, because you have suffered a mass amount of abuse, trauma, neglect, and you have simply not processed this. I don't want to say that you are a difficult person, though, because who you are truly in your heart, you're not difficult at all. You're a wonderful individual. You are full of love. You are full of excitement. You are full of joy. You are full of sarcasm and funniness and quirkiness. You're funny. You're so sweet. Sorry, I'm feeling your heart. When you go underneath the pain, Jessica, and when you can get past this wall, you feel yourself, and I feel you, and you're just so funny. You're wonderful. Like, you're that kind of lady that you sit down with and you're talking about like something random, something completely just like out of the blue, and you're like, you say things that are just hilarious. Sorry, you're hitting my heart, and I love you. So I don't want you to think that you are a difficult... Sorry, everybody, can you give me just one moment? Because clearly this individual that continually... Sorry, it seems I have an individual that just being so incredibly... Sorry, you guys, I have an individual who is being incredibly rude, and I cannot seem to silence this. And it is... I apologize. I apologize so much. This individual is so rude, so incredibly rude, and it's driving me absolutely nuts. So I'm just bearing with me here, and I'm simply going to stop this. Anyway, so that was me. Sorry, you caught me when I'm getting a little bit agitated and frustrated at individuals that are rude and do not respect my time and such. Oh yes, I know. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I try not to block anybody, because I'm one of those individuals where it's just like, if they are being irritating, it is simply because they have a lack of understanding as to who I am and how I operate. So I won't block anybody until they understand who I am and how I operate, because I'm sure if they did that, they would have common decency and respect. Because again, when you're in my presence, I command that respect. However, I will wait until they have the understanding. But anyway, okay, so Jessica, though. So that is what I want you to know. You are not a difficult person. It is just the trauma and the abuse that you have suffered that you have not processed. Now, who are you? And, what are you supposed to do? Well, let's have a look here. So let's learn a little bit more about Jessica. Let me connect to it again with your heart, sweetheart. You feel lovely. Ah, Jessica, if you just could feel what I feel, you feel fantastic. You send waves of just beautiful tingles down me, and it's beautiful. But Jessica, you are a sentient, horiant, and empathic healer and architect as well. So you are what we call a conjurer. You use your empathy to literally mimic and manipulate the frequencies to conjure material things into existence. And you are a healer as well. You go through a lot of trauma. You go through a lot of suffering, but it is your lesson to be able to come through this emotional trauma and suffering. Because once you've come through it, once you have overcome this, it will make you incredibly strong in terms of control over your feelings and in control over your empathy, right? When you are in control over your empathy and your sentience, you can then use it. You can use that control because you felt pain, you understand pain, so that when somebody else comes in your presence with pain, you're just like, I got you, right? I felt this feeling before, I know how to shift it, I know how to convert it, and I know how to manipulate that energy, right? So that is, if you want to ask me who you are, that is who you are. You are this beautiful heart, this beautiful soul that has so much love, humor, wonder in you. And you just have to come through this and learn your lesson. There's a tough-ass lesson you got to learn, but you got to learn it. Once you learn it, you're going to be great. And you're going to go out and help heal other people and lift and alleviate that pain that they're feeling and help them find understanding within their minds and their hearts. So that is what I got for you there, sweetie. Okay. So let's have another look. I'm going to see where I got here. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find a good question here. So, Christy Donis. Okay, Christy, let's connect to Christy. If I've missed your comments, I'm so sorry. They're coming in really hard and they're coming in really fast, so they just get totally erased, right? Which is not good. Okay, so Christy, let's have a look here. All right, so we're connected. Christy, you say, my twin flame is starting a new job tomorrow. Will this new beginning be successful? I'm going to rephrase that question for you, okay, Christy, because I want you to understand what the outcome and the answer is going to be here. So, Christy's twin flame, has he made up his mind as to who he is yet? No. Has he come to the knowledge, or at least has he found his direction in life yet? No. Is he still very confused? Is he still lost in terms of his own feelings and his own heart and finding himself? Yes. He's lost right now. So you're asking if this is going to be, and this new beginning, is it going to be successful? Is this new beginning going to be successful in the way Christy wants it to be successful in? Kinda, not really, but kinda. Like it's closer to the no, only kind of going. It's closer to west more than it is northwest, if anything. And again, Christy, the reason is your twin flame, when he has this confusion, when he doesn't know where he's going, his focus is being directed in every other place. When he doesn't know what is causing him this hurt inside, when he doesn't know what's causing this hurt and this confusion, gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. Like, again. Okay, so again, Christy, your twin is unable to find his path. He's unable to feel what is causing him this confusion and this distress. So what he's doing is he's literally looking for fulfillment. He's looking for fulfillment in what he does, but he's not finding it. This is why he's jumping from this job to this job to that job to this job to this business idea to that business idea. He's all over the place, right? And it's because he's running from himself. So is this going to be successful in the way that you want it to be? No, not really. Not really. He won't be successful, and you won't find that success, that peace, and that serenity that you're looking for until he decides to stop, to take a moment, and to simply sit with himself to try to understand this. And I know you're such a powerful empath yourself. So if you want success, I'm going to really suggest that you sit with him to help him find that direction, help him to understand his feelings, because he has suppressed his feelings for so long. He has suppressed them. They are just rolling inside him, and he doesn't know how to process them. You can feel what he's feeling if you sit down and focus with him. And you could then give him a little bit more understanding, especially from a female perspective. You know, help him through it. And then once he starts processing, you will find that he will find more direction. So that when he puts his focus on whatever new business venture or job or life path choice, it will come to more fruition. But right now, he's going to get bored of this pretty quickly. He's going to find that it doesn't feel right pretty quickly. And then he's going to move on again. How long does he have? 1 month? 2 months? 2.5 months? 3? Okay. So he's gonna start to look for a new job or become pretty unhappy around about January, and possibly start a new job in February, right? Because he's okay. So I'm going to definitely see in just a moment here, because I'm going to have to literally stop this individual from calling me, because they are being very, 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 very rude. So please bear with me one moment, because at the end of the day, this is completely, this is just rude. Anyway, okay, so Christy, I hope that information helps. Callie Marshall, you keep missing me, or I keep missing you. Callie, this is the first time I've seen your message, so yeah, I've missed you. Sorry, sweetie. Jessica, your pendulum, Muncie, or Amishtal, your pendulum, feel like we should let people here practice remote location. I've sensed a drawer in a table and the couch. Ooh. The thing is, Jessica, you're absolutely right. The last place I put it was literally on top of my bedside table, and now I cannot see it anywhere. And I don't really sit in the couch very often, so I know it's not there. But anyway. But yes, if you want to give it a go, trust me, I've looked everywhere and I'm just like, bugger this. Jen McLaren. All right, Jen McLaren. Will I be in a romantic relationship with Rice soon, please? Is he my twin flame? Okay, so Jen, let's answer your question for you. Is Rice Jen's twin flame? Sorry, Reese, isn't it? Not Reese, not Rice. Sorry, is Reese Jen's twin flame? Yes, there you go. Are they going to be in a romantic relationship soon? Partially, yes. It depends on what you classify as soon. Jen is going to be in a relationship with Reese when she learns to understand herself and understand her heart. She is not ready to be in a relationship with Reese right now because she is still full of pain, confusion, and suffering. If she were to enter into a relationship with Reese right now, all that would happen is she would be very, very hurt by his words, because he is also unbalanced. The relationship would feel like near living hell, and it would be very, very difficult to move forward. So if they want this to work, and they want it to work properly, she needs to start looking inside herself, clearing out the inner work, and understanding what it is that causes her so much pain, so that she does not get afflicted or influenced by Reese's words, and that it causes her more pain. Okay? So that's what I have for you at the moment there, Jen. I hope that helps. Oh, by the way, when you see it like literally going this way, and I'm not looking at the camera and I'm totally focusing somewhere else, that's literally my heart's energy speaking. Okay? That is purely my heart speaking at that moment, and I'm just channeling at that time. So that's what we've got there. Okay, Sissel, my sweetheart Sissel, let's get connected to you. Okay. And by the way, all of my wonderful students in here that are offering healing to the individuals I'm reading, I think you are amazing. Thank you so much. I think you are absolutely fabulous, and I love you to pieces, and I know that I am a wonderful teacher, but I am a horrible professor, so you are literally doing a fabulous job. My pendulum is on the floor. Oh gosh, okay, so I've got floor, I've got bedside table, I've got couch. Thank you. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I will look at all of these places. You'd think I'd do this myself. But I said, you know what? Ask your pendulums as well. Whilst you're asking them where my pendulum is and focusing in, ask them if it's in this dimension still. Because yes, that freaking happens. It can happen all the time. So ask them that one. Okay. Okay, so Nikki, let's get a question answered for you, sweetheart. So let's have a look here. Let's connect to Nikki. Nikki, by the way, I saw you posted a picture of Eisen the other day, and oh, is that boy not just so handsome? Look at those curls. Look at that face. I just want to snuggle him. Sorry, I have a thing for children and young people who are developing, and I have that super motherly kind of energy where I'm like, oh, snooky bums. Okay, so let's get with V. So what are we feeling with with V? What are we feeling with V? You know what? Let me speak to Aruna. Let me see where he's at. And I love Eisen to pieces. Oh, he's so snuggly. Oh, he's so... I know he's grown. I know he's like big and he's 19 and everything like that. But still, like... I'm sorry. I have adopted him in my heart. He is my son in my heart too. So we're sharing. Sorry, I know that sounds a little creepy. Okay, so... Aruna, please, sweetheart. Aruna. So right now I am speaking to Nikki's V. I'm speaking to her beloved and his spirit, so I'm just going to ask him where he's at. I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing, sweetie? Really? Right. If you do this, Aruna? Oh, okay. Anything else you want to add in there, sweetie? Oh. Okay, Nikki, this is what we have for you, sweetheart. Okay, so again, I'm speaking to Nikki's beloved's spirit, which is her twin, okay? So we're not thinking about the avatar or the body, we're thinking of his higher consciousness, his spirit, who is now speaking with this. He did curse a little bit, he cussed a little bit here. So I'm not gonna, so if you do not like cuss words or anything like that, then mute me right now, but I'm gonna speak what the spirit has told me because it is the feelings of his own frustration. So, Nikki, Aruna says this to you, Urune. My avatar is an asshole. He keeps hurting Arune, and I don't know what to do. He thinks she is cheating on him, and he uses this to justify his own behaviors and feelings of lack of self-worth and insecurities. Because if he does this, he won't get hurt. He cannot understand why the attraction is so deep, and he refuses to acknowledge Nikki for who she truly is because he is scared of being trapped by another relationship. Please tell Nikki I love her so much and I don't want to hurt her. He is a narcissistic asshole, but I love you, so he does too. So basically, Nikki, your twin flame, Aruna, is literally saying that he sees what V can do to you. He sees the narcissistic asshole behaviors that V puts you through. And he's just saying, he's literally sitting there watching him do this, looking at his avatar, looking at V, going, what the shit are you doing? Wanting to basically just shake him and just be like, wake the shit up. This is the love of our life here. Stop lying to yourself. Stop putting your insecurities upon her. You know, she's not cheating on you. She's not being unfaithful to you. You're just scared that she is. You're just scared of your own self, right? You're scared of this powerful attraction and this love. And he's so scared of it that he again is making these excuses. Going, you know, like, oh, you know, I'm scared, so she must be cheating on me. So you know what? It's fine if I be an asshole. But Aruna loves you so much. He is right there. Literally, he pumps so much love into his vessel, into his avatar. And that transmutes. So that's why there's still a pull, because Aruna doesn't want to be without his Arune. He doesn't want to be without you. And so he will consistently pull V back to you. You will get rid of him. But Aruna will literally tug so hard at his heart and fill his heart with nothing but Nikki and nothing but Arune. So that V will, doesn't matter what he does, doesn't matter how narcissistic or what an asshole he wants to be, he will always come back to you. Because Aruna is there going, you're not letting her go, you idiot. Oh. So to answer your question, that's where V is at the moment there, Nikki. That's where V is at the moment. Okay. So let's have another another question. So again, if I've already answered a question for you today, I'm going to have to move on to another individual. So yes, let's have a look. So King Bree, all right, you say hi. If you receive anything at all from me, greatly appreciated. Yeah, let's have a look. Okay, so let us connect to V. And by the way, if you have been putting in where you believe my pendulum is, it is a blue lapis crystal. It is dark. It's blue with a little bit gray. It's not solid blue with a gold chain. So that's what it looks like. So please, I will totally look at the comments later. So King Bree, if you receive anything at all from me, greatly appreciated. So let's have a look at King Bree. Are we connected to King Bree? Ooh. thing. I would just like to know, I'd just like you to know there, King Bree, you have a very deep vibration. It's a very deep, but also very sensual vibration. It hits you quite deeply right there. And I was just like, oh, that's a nice feeling. Okay, so let's have a look. What messages we have for you today, King Bree. All right. Oh, that was beautiful. Okay, so Nikki, sorry, not Nikki, King Bree, this is what I have for you here. So King Bree, this is what your heart, this is what your spirit wants you to know right now. She needs to be more at peace with her heart. She views the world like an animal that has been caged and kept in captivity, and is afraid to step out of her cell because she has never experienced the outside world. But she doesn't realize that outside is where her heart yearns to be. It is where her freedom lays, and although she hasn't experienced it before, the fear of the unknown is far worse than the scratches you get from the dirt on your shoes. So, King Bree, what I'm getting from that, and I'll hold up my pendulum again here. What I'm getting from that there, King Bree, is that your heart, your spirit is saying that you're like an animal that has been kept in captivity. And you know when you see those animals that have been kept in captivity all their life, and you open the cage door is open, and they're trying to be free, but they're so scared they stay within their cell. They stay within their cage because they don't know what the outside world looks like. But you belong in that outside world. You do not belong pent up and trapped within your mind and within the patterns that you currently have. So stop fearing. Stop fearing. Follow your heart's desire. Your heart yearns to be out there. Your heart yearns to go and be free. So follow your heart's desire, sweetheart. Follow your heart's desire and don't make any excuses. I don't want you to make the excuses like, oh, I don't have any money. You know what? Do what you can with what you can. Right? If your heart just simply wants to be outside, go be outside. That doesn't cost you any money. You know? If your heart just wants to laugh and be around people that you enjoy, then just go around and be with those people you enjoy. And don't cage yourself up just thinking that everybody's horrible. And not going around or, you know, be free. Follow whatever your heart is telling you. Whatever feels good in that moment. Go do it. Here's the thing. If you don't know what feels good in the moment, if you don't know what it is your heart desires and what your heart wants and where to go, then I'm going to say to you, sit with yourself in silence for a little bit. Just sit with yourself. Try to understand yourself a little bit more. Get rid of the distraction that's around you. And what you're going to find is that when you sit with yourself and you just start listening, oh, the answers will come to you. But also, just if you want a little bit of added help and assistance, because you're like, shit, how do I do that? Pop onto my YouTube channel. I have a meditation. It is. I'm sorry. I had a thingy that just literally opened, like Skype, just all. I have no clue what that is, so we are going to ignore that. But anyway, so Kimberly, that is what I have for you. So yeah, go onto my YouTube channel. Again, it's Source Truth, and again, the link to my YouTube channel is on my profile. It should be right there under YouTube. And click on there and scroll down the videos, and you'll see it. It's a meditation that says how to find your joy with some guided assistance. And with that, what will happen is while you're doing the meditation, my energy will literally be there with you, and I'm going to be there, and I'm going to kind of be doing this meditation with you. And as it says, as you are following the instruction, I'm going to then literally be like, this is what your joy is. And then you can either take that one, or it will trigger a process where you can find your own heart's joys, right? And then so complete that meditation. And I also do a little bit of help with manifestation in that meditation as well. So you should enjoy it. Okay, wonderful. So I'm sorry if you guys lost this. Oh. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, that was my daughter actually trying to send me a message. Okay, so that is great. Let's have a look here. Okay, so I want to get onto a couple of... Let's get onto a couple from the timeline again, because I want to be nice and happy with everybody. Okay, but while I'm loading that up and while my internet wants to do that, let's have a thing here. Dehendra, okay, Dehendra, you have asked, how does Isaiah feel towards me? Okay, so let's connect to Dehendra. Yep, okay. How does Isaiah feel towards Dehendra? Does he feel a genuine love for Dehendra? Does he feel a lust for Dehendra? Is the feelings that he has of love, is it a feeling of friendship and endearment? Yes. Do the feelings that that Isaiah has, are they romantic? Does he have any sexual or romantic feelings for Dehendra? Not a super no, but slightly. Is he sexually attracted to Dehendra, but doesn't want to take it there? Yes. So basically, Dehendra, what I'm getting for Isaiah is that he loves you as a friend. He has definitely feelings for you. There is a bit of a sexual, oh, you know what? He thinks you look good. You're really nice, but he values your friendship right now, and so that is what he wants to go for. Okay, so let's have a look here. I'm going to try to find where these messages are. Oh, Jessica, sorry, Muncie, Amishtal, you say my pendulum is on the floor. It's fallen by the bed a little ways in. I looked everywhere, but thank you. I'm going to have to go back and look at that again. I have a lot of sheets on my bed. So it's no doubt tangled up in there somewhere. Oh gosh, it's horrible. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you. All the clairvoyance out of there. That is absolutely wonderful. Okay, so let's go with, let's find another one here. Okay, so I'm just going down to see who I have. Okay, Harolden, let's develop. You say, hey love, does Harolden have any words for me? Yes, let's have more, let's go with that. Let's get with Harolden here. Harolden, my sweetheart, let us sort you out. So I'm just going to type here for a second. And then we are also going to go with a message here, which I'm going to find. By the way, if you guys want a reading and you're messaging me, can you literally put down, like, in big capital letters, just reading? The first thing you put down is reading. That way I can search and I can find you so much more easily. Because right now I'm just like, crap, I'm really, really trying to find some of the readings here. And although I know, Herolden, I'm getting to you as well. But I'm trying my best. See, oh gosh. So many messages, so little time. So little time. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Eventually. All right, well, we'll go for that there. So, Herolden, sweetie. How are you? Sorry. I absolutely love Herolden. Herolden has such a beautiful energy. And I'm talking like Herolden in spirit. And of course, Herolden in person too is beautiful, but you know, Herolden's spirit is just so wonderful. And he gives these hugs that are just like, you know, if you got a hug from somebody who is absolutely gorgeous and they're being perfectly respectful, perfectly, you know, it's just a wonderful hug, but he puts in some flirtatious energy in there too. So you're just like, oh, stop it, you. And I absolutely love it. Sorry, I start to blush when your energies hit me. They're beautiful. Okay, Herolden, what do you want to tell yourself? I love you too, sweetheart. Okay, stop making me blush, honestly. All right. I swear, Herolden, all you're doing is giving me a giggle fest. You just flood me with bloody well energy of just cute giggles and everything, because Herolden's a great empath. Alright. Okay. Oh, that was lovely. Okay, so Herolden, this is what Herolden, your spirit, has to say to you today, my sweetheart. I would like to tell my vessel that she is focusing on her issues with our beautiful partner and finances. That you're focusing too much on the issues with our beautiful partner and finances. You made the right decision, my heart. You took our future into your own hands, and now we will develop. Your fear of failure is producing stagnation, and I need you to focus. This is nothing but a searing moment of bliss and happiness, but you are making it into a moment of stress and worry. Let's shift our focus and enjoy the time we are spending. You're not sick, you're healing. You're not hungry, you're fed. You're not cold, you're warm. Be happy and find me more often. I love you, my heart. I love Herolden. Oh, Harold, you're so cool. And he's gorgeous, by the way. He's so freaking gorgeous. So that, you know, like when you know he's giving you a hug and you know you're being hugged by like this freaking awesome supermodel, you're just like, oh shit. Right? Anyway, sorry, I'm not going to start giggling again. Don't even start it. Don't even start. He's starting to give me all these tingles in my heart again. I'm like, I've just giggled like an absolute twit for a while now. Sorry, he's beside me. I love you, Hazel. So let's get down. So there we go. Harold, I'm giggling now too, right? Hazel, you need to cut it out. I know, Hazel, it's not my fault. Tell Harold, like, shit. Okay, so that is what I got for you, sweetheart, and there we go. Okay, all right. So let's go on to one of these, and find what we have here. So I am now looking for, I had a lovely lady who wanted a reading, and now, okay, there we go. I could not find her at the moment, so now what we are going to do is we are going to move on. So we've got SP Johnny has asked me a question through Messenger, so let's have a look here. The question was, from 2011, I saw lots and lots of job failures and financial difficulties, and of course unemployment as well. In fact, from 2015 till mid of 2017, I was totally depending upon my brother financially. So I want to know why I've been through the phase and who I was in my past life. I want to know how my finances are going to be in the coming years. Please help me. Yes. Let's have a look at this. Now, Johnny, my sweetheart, I'm going to hold this up here because I know you're probably not watching this right now, but I'm going to send you the link to this this video later. And you've asked me questions in regards to your finances before, and your spiritual journey, and of course your the best career options for growth. And I gave you my answers at that point also. Now, so you've asked me a question again based on finances, okay? You've asked in a different way though. So what I'm going to do is I'm of course going to give you, I'm going to give you here what my advice is, okay? And just as many people I know, when a lot of people, they ask me kind of the same question in just different ways, or a repetitive question, I need you to know, sweetheart, my answers won't change. My answer doesn't change unless you start to change. All right? You need to change your own cycles of patterns and your behaviors in order for my readings to change. Because if you literally continue down the same cycle or pattern, you can't expect me to say anything different. You can't expect me to say that, oh, this is going to change for you, or magically something else is going to happen, because it won't. That is what a cycle is. It is a repetition, right? It is a pattern. So we need to change the pattern. So now let's do this. Now, you've asked me for who you were in a past life, but I'm not going to give you that information, because that's not information that you need to hear. This isn't regarding your past life. This is regarding your current life, where you need to change this. You're seeking answers everywhere but in the present moment. But you can't expect change unless you are in the present moment, my sweetheart. So, you want to know why you are going through this phase, okay? You're going through this phase because you are addicted to money. You are addicted to money, and you are addicted to finance. You see your value in money. If you were to be earning a substantial amount of money, you would believe that your life is successful, right? You hold success within finance. Although you are a spiritual individual, you want to heal people, you want to be a spiritual teacher and do counseling, but yet you'll still look at individuals with money, and you'll look at them with envy or want or need or desire, right? And the reason why you are going through this phase is because your heart, your spirit, Who you are is trying to tell you, don't. No. You keep seeking finances. You keep seeking money. You keep seeking that career, that financial success. And it's not coming to you because it is not for you. What you need to do is you need to learn how to live life in understanding, in truth, within your heart and following your heart's desires, void of this servitude to money, right? It will simply keep coming. It is simply going to keep coming if you keep focusing on this path where you are like, what career should I do, and so forth. You're just going to come back to the same place of unhappiness, of feeling like a failure, of feeling like you are dependent on another individual, right? Feeling like you are dependent, and it's not going to work out. You're asking me, I want to know when my finances are, where your finances are going to be in the coming years. Well, I'm not going to tell you where your finances are going to be. I'm going to tell you where your heart's going to be, okay? Because right now you've got two options. And you have to make a choice. You've got to make a decision, right? You are either going to go down the path of spiritual enlightenment, where you are discovering yourself, where you are discovering your heart, and you are fulfilling your purpose that gains you in enough energy in the ethereal for you to manifest whatever it is you want in life, right? You are going to choose that path. And if you do choose that path, that means you're going to have to stop focusing on money. You're going to have to stop focusing on the finer things in life. You're going to have to focus on just yourself, on your present now moment, on what you can do in your present now moment, how you are developing yourself in your present now moment, not where you believe you're going to be in the future. Because every time you are thinking about the future, every time you are thinking and taking your mind to financial worry, right? For one, worry is fear. That's anxiety. It's fear. Anxiety is fear, right? It is, fear is a lie. All fear is a lie. Or, so that's number one. And two, you're living in the future. You cannot make a move if you are living in the future. Because only in the present moment are you able to take your steps forward. You build your future when you are in the present. But you're not in the present right now. You fear for the past. You fear being left in this situation again, and you fear the future because you fear that you are going to lack, and you live in the future because you fear your present moment because you don't have. So stop fearing. Stop fearing. Look inside yourself. You want to be a spiritual teacher. You want to guide individuals. You cannot guide individuals on spirituality if you have not discovered your own spirituality. You cannot tell people about their spirit if you do not know your own spirit. All right, my sweetheart? And I know my words may come out a little bit sharp right now. But again, this is what you are going to get if you ask me a repetitive question. This is what you are going to get. And so please, anybody else out there, if you ask me the same question in a different way, trust me, I know the pattern. I know the question that you're asking, and I know the answer you are seeking. But again, I'm not going to give you the same answer. I'm not going to give you the answer you want. I'm going to give you the answer that is truthful. And this is the truth, my dear. All right? This is the truth. So, that's basically, if you start looking inside yourself, you will find that in the coming years, you will have health, wealth, and abundance. You will have everything that you require to keep this beautiful, happy feeling within your heart, because you have discovered yourself. And because when you discover yourself, you discover your path. And when you walk your path, nothing but health, wealth, and abundance comes to you. However, that is one path. So you will be very, very well if you stop focusing on the future and the money and everything, and you just listen to your heart. Now, if you choose to go down this path that you are currently on, where you are focusing on money and so forth, you're going to find that it is going to continually go in a downhill spiral, all right? And it's going to keep going downhill for the next few years, right? Because what you're going to find is that no matter how hard you work, you will not find the appropriate funds that you deem necessary in your mind that are going to bring you happiness. You are going to be exhausted because you are continually putting out more energy than you are returning back to yourself. Because it's like, you know, when you have a bank full of $10,000, let's say, and you do nothing to replenish those funds, and all you are doing is spending your money on thoughts of the past or thoughts of the future, thoughts of worry, and of course exuding your physical energy, you're just draining your bank account. And it's just going to keep draining and draining and draining until you decide to stop this pattern, look inside yourself, and start building your energy again. All right? So those are my 2 outcomes for you. And I hope that you are heeding my words and you are heeding what I am saying, because I cannot repeat myself again. I cannot repeat myself again, my sweetheart. And so if I'm happy to answer any question that you have. However, I will no longer answer any questions as it relates to finances in the future for you, because you need to learn how to break this pattern, my sweetheart. Alrighty, so that was from SP. So let's have a look here and go a little bit further down. Let's have a look. So Amish Toe, let's have a look here. You've been helping me find my pendulum, but you haven't really asked a question, so so thank you, sweetheart. Let me answer this question for you. You say, Kulipup, the head shocks I'm getting that are becoming debilitating, are they seizures or psychic attack? They physically affect me badly. Okay, let's have a look here. So we are connected to Amish Toe. Sorry, I'm just speaking to Amish Toe, who is Jessica Muncey's spirit, and I'm just getting the heads up from him as to what is going on. So, Amish Toe is saying that her frequency is increasing rapidly, and she is unaware of why this is happening, because she is feeling as if she is ill in some way or under attack. But it is not. It is simply that your frequency is increasing and your consciousness is expanding, so it's causing you really hard headaches. And I know exactly what you mean, because I went through it literally just a couple of days ago. It was a horrible, just pounding, just expansion where it really hurt inside my head, and all I had to do was go lie down and sleep it off for a few hours, and then it felt better. But anyway, Amish Tal is also saying that you do not do enough yoga. You do not do enough. You do not do enough things to keep your body physically well, physically healthy as well. So what we are going to do is we are going to tell you that you need to do a minimum of 30 minutes of yoga every day. Okay? Minimum. You got to remember, Amish Tol, you are high frequency. This, as you raise frequency and as you are still dishing out this love and this light, and now that your circumstances have changed, you will find that your energy is going to soar up and up and up. And these headaches are going to keep happening. Your body's going to get sore. You're going to get stiff. It's going to happen. And right now, more than ever before, you've got to take care of your body in order to process this energy. When you feel that your head is just hurting so much, stop fighting through it and go lie down. Go lie down. Make sure you are hydrated. Drink enough water. As your energy increases, you need a higher amount of water per day. At the moment, Amishtal, how much water do you say your vessel requires? 3 liters of water. You need 3 liters of water every single day, Amishtal. All right? Gotta start looking at your body here, sweetheart. Gotta start looking at your body. So no seizures, no psychic attack. It is literally the process of your frequency raising at such a fast rate, and your body's just not taking it right now. All right? But just know that you are healing and you are well. It is just, everything is just accelerating. All right? So that's what I got for you, sweetheart. Don't worry. It just sucks. It just sucks, but you are well. Okay. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I'm going to go down a little bit here. Dahlia, let's get you here. Dahlia Mendez. Are we connected to Dahlia? Okay. Will my health get better? So Dahlia is asking, will her health get better? Will Dahlia's health get better? Not necessarily. How about this? Will Dahlia's health get better if she makes better decisions for her body in terms of caring for herself? Yes. Yes, it will. If Dahlia chooses to not make any sort of change, will she get better? No, not really. Or the status of your health as it is right now won't get any better. Okay? So, Dahlia, what I want you to do, let's have a look here. Why is your health not getting better? Okay, so this is what I'm getting for you, Dahlia. When I'm having a look at your body here, when I'm reading your energy and what it is that is the problem, it says she is not getting enough nutrients. Her heart and arteries are full of cholesterol and animal casein proteins. She eats too much and doesn't exercise enough. Sorry about that. She eats too much and doesn't exercise enough. She feels she needs to do this, but she's having trouble making the transition. She needs guidance, Kulipup. Okay, so with that, let's have a look. By the way, when your spirit says she eats too much, it just means that you're eating more than what your body is requiring at the moment, or you're not eating the right foods, which is causing you to overeat in other areas. So you're not getting enough nutrients, so that just means that whatever you're putting into your body is just not right for you. It is not nutritionally balanced. What I'm going to suggest for you is going on a whole foods, plant-based diet. Okay, make sure you are choosing wholesome foods, living foods. Do not choose anything that is dead or that requires preservatives. Okay, so you're going to want to ixnay things that come in a package as much as you possibly can. You're going to want to go for, let's have a look here. What kind of nutrients does your body need more? You need more irons and minerals. Yeah, of course. So dark leafy greens. More root vegetables. So you're going to want to go for things like okay, so you're going to want to help give you the best, the nutrients that you need more dark leafy greens, so going for things like chard, like spinach, kale, those kinds of foods. You're also going to need more root vegetables, so I want you to try to get more beets in your system, more red beets, onions, potatoes, broccoli, carrots, and some turmeric. These are going to have the nutrients that you require. You do not need a massive amount of these, so what I want you to do is I want you to have 3/4 cups every day of dark leafy greens. So if you got just a measuring cup, a 3/4 measuring cup, so you can just take a handful and stick it in there, and I want you to eat dark leafy greens. The root vegetables, if you are going to eat beets, I want you to, you can shred it. I want you to do these raw as well. So you can shred the beets, broccoli, carrots, and beets you can eat raw because they still have the living enzymes in them. If you're taking the beets, your body requires no more than 2/3 a teaspoon every day, or every meal, sorry. No, sorry, no, that's every day. You need, of broccoli, two florets of broccoli, of raw broccoli, carrots. If you're having it shredded, or if you think of a carrot, or you know those baby carrots that you get in the supermarket in a package, having about 5 of those per day is going to be excellent for you. You can season your food with a little bit of turmeric. You don't need a lot. You don't need to eat the raw root or anything like that, but you can just literally season your food with a little bit of that. And the onions, just chop up some onions and mix it in with your cooking. And potatoes, if you can have approximately 7, would we say 7? No. 4 potatoes per week. So, you know, if you want to bake that potato, if you want to parboil the potato, or whatever, just get some potatoes in you, and not fries. Okay? Not potato chips either. We want it to be as clean, and I want you to also stay away from sugars. Your body's not going to respond well to sugar right now because of the clogging in your arteries. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to send you a bit of healing tonight, though, Dahlia, if you do choose to accept it, because what I would like to do is get your arteries at least cleared up a little bit to give you a boost in energy, because, again, we got to get this cholesterol out of your system. Also, the animal casein proteins that you have in your system. So I'm not sure if you've stopped eating meat yet. If you have not stopped eating meat, stop eating meat. It is doing nothing for your health, and it is doing nothing for this transition. Or if you are already a vegetarian or a vegan, you still have, well, I guess not a vegan, but if you're a vegetarian, you still have animal casein proteins that are within your system. These casein proteins are literally what is clogging up your arteries and triggering your cancer cells. So we want to, the cancer genes to start forming. So we don't want this, and we want you to get this out of your system. Every time you look at a burger, every time you look at chicken, every time you look at milk, yogurt, cheese, I just want you to look at it for what it is, which is cancer. Okay? I need you to look at it as it is poison to your body. Your body does not react well to it. And also reducing the sugars that you have. Is there anything else that I'm missing here, my sweethearts? Sorry, I am speaking to Spirit here just to see what else we got. Oh, yeah, sorry. Also, you need to exercise a little bit more. I want you to do approximately 15 minutes of vigorous exercise. You do not need to do this every day. You do not need to go ham at the gym or anything like that. Literally, go into your living room and do a series of like some squats, some jumping jacks, some lunges, some push-ups and sit-ups, and just do a circuit for about 15 minutes. And then if you can also follow that up with 15 minutes of light yoga to stretch yourself out, you will find that your health will improve drastically. Right? So, Dahlia, that is what I have for you, my sweetheart. Alrighty, so I think we're going to get down here. Dahlia, just because I see you say you may need some surgery, do you go for it or leave it how it is? I would, to be honest with you, Dahlia, I would recommend before you go for surgery, and this is for absolutely anybody out there, surgery should be literally the last result that you ever do. If your bones aren't broken that need you to literally go in there and have it pushed in, like if you do not have something that requires immediate medical assistance, because if you don't have surgery right now, you're going to bleed out on the floor. If it is not an emergency like that, you don't really need it. All you need to do is your body can self-heal. You just need to put the right things in it so it can heal itself, right? Your body just needs the right nutrients, and then literally it will regrow the tissues it needs. It will get rid of any cancerous or things that are forming within it. You just got to put the right things in. Right, you just got to put the right things in. And yes, you say you've got a hernia. Don't worry, I'm going to come in there and I'm going to help do some healing on you when you go to sleep, Dahlia. I know this is creepy. I know it's really, really, really creepy. It's not that creepy, but I'm going to be watching you while you sleep. But But literally my energy is always surrounding you as it surrounds absolutely everybody. So literally, as soon as you go to sleep and as soon as your body is not moving, I will be sending you my energy to do some Horian's healing on you. We're going to get through to this hernia. We're going to get through to your arteries, get them unclogged, help kind of lift this off of your heart. And then we can, then you're going to have the healing process start. Now, after we do this, please appreciate that you will have some gym pains. You will start feeling a little bit sore with the healing because your body's going to go through an accelerated healing process. So again, yoga. Don't eat any meat, and just you're going to be in recovery time for about 4 to 5 days. Okay? So if you start feeling a bit sleepy, you're going to need to rest. All right? If your body says sleep, sleep, because it's trying to heal yourself. And you can't say that you want healing or you want your body to be well if you are not willing to listen to your body and give it the appropriate rest that it needs to become well. Right. So Dahlia, that's what I have for you, my sweetheart. Okay. Orkay, wonderful. So, Orkay, you've asked me a message from LaRouste, please. Yes. Let's have a look here. And LaRouste, my gorgeous spirit, come to me, my heart. I summon thy. And no. Sorry, I summoned thee. And we'll have a look. We'll have a look. Okay. So, LaRouste, let's get you connected. So, are we connected to LaRouste? Is LaRouste here with me right now? LaRouste, you are right here with me right now. Hello, sweetheart. How are you doing? Oh, don't worry, sweetie. I love you too. And it's been nice that you have been learning from me. So, what messages do you have for Orkay today, my heart? Orkay, LaRouste is telling me that he's warning you that this is going to be a hard truth for you as well today, my sweetheart. So, literally, that's the first thing. He says, like, can you please word okay that this is going to be a harder truth? And I'm like, okay. All right. LaRouste, go for it, my sweetheart. Ah, LaRouste, that was, Orkay, LaRouste has some wise words for you. Okay, wise words for you. So, let's get this going. LaRouste says, Orkay, I know you know that I am with you, always. And I know you know that you are on this path to enlightenment. But I also know that you need to be more consistent and work harder. You look for answers and you get them, but then you don't action them. or try to and then fall back into your old patterns and behaviors. Your fear is amounting and you keep suppressing. Stop doing this and simply process the trauma you have within your heart. Do this and you will unlock your ability and start to feel me and everything around you. But you can't feel because you are so blocked, and the block is of your own doing. Only you can solve this. No amount of advice will help you if you fear the outcome of completing it. That's what I got for you there, okay? That's what LaRousse is saying. And I'd have to agree. I'd have to agree there, sweetheart. Literally, if we keep telling ourselves that we're fine, or if we keep suppressing without processing, a block is exactly what you get. Is exactly what you get. So I don't think I could have explained it better myself. So basically, if you gain a piece of information, if you gain a piece of advice, and that it resonates with your heart in that time, take it to completion. It's hard. You got to do the hard work, sweetie. But I know you're going to get there. I do know you're going to get there. I literally see you, okay. You are absorbing so much information. You have all of the information you need. Now just go put it into practice, sweetheart. Go put it into practice. Okay. Let's have a look here. Okay. Emma, let's have a look here. Emma, you say, Emma Vari, let's get connected to Emma. Okay, yeah, of course we're connected to Emma. Emma, you say, what's your advice on electric shock treatment to reboot my brain? I would say, please don't do that. Please do not do that. Your brain does not need to be rebooted, Emma. It does not. All it needs to do is be expanded. Alright? Sending high currents of electricity through your brain is not going to solve anything. Not going to solve anything. If anything, it is just going to cause a hell of a lot more damage, which your body is going to take longer to repair. Right? So, my advice is not to do it. My advice is to simply eat incredibly clean, take care of your body, and do a hell of a lot of inner work and meditation. Do that, and you will heal your brain without causing it any further trauma or any further damage, right? No, I can take this off. So do that, and you're gravy. You're perfectly fine. So please do not do electric shock treatment on your brain. What is this, 1920? Like shit. Okay. Right. So, RuPaul, now I've already answered the question for you, RuPaul, but just, I'm going to answer this one really quickly because you're sensing something black is around you. Is everything okay in her house? You're sensing your subconscious entity. That's what that is. It is always, it is nice and pitch black, that damn entity, right? And again, RuPaul, it's because your heart is swaying. You haven't made up your mind. You look outwards and not inwards. If you want to get rid of that, it is not your house, my sweetheart. It is you. It is just that you are more calmer in your house, that you are noticing it more. But it follows you everywhere, all right? It follows you everywhere. But as soon as you step outside of your house, your focus is on everything else. So you don't notice it as much. But when you are inside, you are still distracted, but you're just not as distracted. So it literally is just going to be there with you. Like I say, sweetheart, as I've always said before, stop looking outside, look inside, clear away your negativity, and it will literally die away. It will. When you give it nothing to feed off of, it is eaten up by the love and light energy that is within the present moment, that is within the material world. and it can no longer exist. So that's all you got to do. Stop feeding it. Do that inner work, sweetie. Look inside yourself, honey. Okay, so let's have a look here. And Charmaine, Tarot, you say, would very much love a frequency check, please. Sure. Charmaine, you are at a physical frequency of... I'm getting a physical frequency of 4.7? No. Oh, no. No, that's... Sorry, my dear. 1 second there. Sorry, I said 4.7. It's 7.4. 7.4. Sorry, I got the numbers mixed up there. So that is your physical frequency. You have an ethereal frequency of... $84,683. Yes. So that is your physical frequency, 84,683. So 7.4 and 84,683. Those are your level checks, my dear. Oh, everybody, you are welcome. Okay. Okay, Haley Tabram, you say, how do you find your spirit's name? Have been meditating every night before sleep and asking. All right, Haley, how you find your spirit's name? You can do this a couple of ways. I did a live lesson that was about how you can find your spirit name if you're using a pendulum and if you're using your cognizance. However, to find your spiritual name, truly the best way is to feel it. Literally, the easiest and fastest way is to feel it. However, if you are disconnected from your feelings, I guess that can be quite difficult. So if you are not using a pendulum like this, and if you were to use a pendulum, you can simply go, what is the first letter? And you can be like, is the first letter... So I'll start you off, okay? So Haley, let's get your vibration here. The first letter that you will find. Okay, well, what about that one then? Sorry, I'm just like literally speaking to yourself. Because again, I'm a teacher, so I'm not going to give you everything. I'm going to give you the first little bits to start yourself off with. Would that be for everybody? Okay. I'm going to give you the first two letters, all right? You're going to have the first two letters. It's K-A, all right? Okay. I'm going to give you another thing. So the first two letters are K-A. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 3, 6, 9. And you have 9 letters in your name entirely. Now, I will say this though. It starts with K-A. And what I want you to do is when you are meditating, okay? When you are meditating, I want you to be so still and so silent, because it's only going to work if you're still and silent, all right? Because you really need to hone your focus. So, and I want you to literally focus right on your chest. So when I say focus, just in your mind, I want you to literally imagine yourself seeing your bright light and your heart shining through, okay? And I want you to literally, I want you to, in your mind, think to yourself, what does this light, what does this feeling sound like? Okay? What does it sound like? And I want you to just be really calm, and I just want you to listen. So what it's going to sound like, first of all, well, for me anyway, how it comes through is it comes through as like a drum bass, like, and then I focus on it harder, and then it starts coming through more, and then of course I use my cognizance and I get all the finer details. But that's what I want you to do, Haley, because I want everybody to appreciate, when I was trying to find my name, my vibrational frequency, it took me 3 months. It took me 3 months before I was able to learn my name. This is not something where it is instant, where you sit down and you're like, oh, I know my name, that's great. Like, no, you have to work at it. It's a process of focus. It is a process of development. And you don't want to, like, gaining the focus required to find your name is just as valuable as finding your name, right? So Haley, that's what I want you to do, sweetheart. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look here. Rosie, let's get on to Rosie here. Okay, so Rosie, let's connect to Rosie LaCourte. Excellent. Rosie, you say, I need to know why I feel so weird or blocked. Okay, why does Rosie feel so weird or blocked? All right. Rosie, sweetheart. You're blocked. You feel so weird. You feel blocked. It is because you are not facing your past, my sweetheart. What you have been through in your life has not been pretty. What you have been through in your psyche has not been good. You have been hurt. You have suffered. And because this hurt and this suffering has put these massive scars upon your heart, you have ran from that hurt and that pain. The thing is, you ran from it in your mind. The pain is still there. The trauma is still there. The abuse is still there, and the suffering is still there. That emotional energy that has been produced from your experiences are there. However, what has happened, Rosie, what has happened is, because you have been running, every time that abuse was to come back up, every time a scenario where it put you in that position where your energy remembered that abuse, instead of facing it and saying, hey, I'm stopping this, it's literally triggered this, and your heart is just like, no, I'm not taking this hurt, I'm not taking this pain anymore. And so you have a block, you have a wall of armor over your heart, because your heart is bleeding. But because you have not addressed this pain and this suffering, your heart's just like, screw that, I'm putting a shield up. However, when your heart puts a shield up as a form of automatic defense of yourself, it unfortunately blocks out everything else. It's hard to feel after that. It's hard to process. It's hard to acknowledge. It's hard to move forward and move on. Because we can't feel. What is life if we don't have feeling? Our thoughts are literally what produce feelings. And feelings is how we experience. You know, feeling pain is horrible. It's horrible, and nobody wants to feel pain. But if you feel pain, it means you can feel love. If you can't feel any pain, it also means you can't feel the love inside you at the same time. So what you have to do is you have to clear out the pain. You want to feel again? You want to feel your purpose? You want to feel the vigor of life? You want to look out the windows, have a cup of coffee, and just be like, this is a freaking good day. Hi, birds. Hi, sky. And you want that feeling of just everything is beautiful and calm and serene in your now moment. Then you got to process that pain. Oh, gosh, Jesus me. I tell you this. I need to do this inner work meditation. And I know so many of you have like, where's the meditation? I will get it to you, because this is what I see, that everybody is coming to the point where they really, really need to understand how to do inner work and how to do this self-therapy to start healing yourself. Because once you go in and once you process these emotions, once they come out of you, you will find that block on your heart's going to be like, you know what? I'm well, I'm healed. And it's going to peel away all those layers of protection until you are open, until you are free. And then when that is off, you will feel light. You will feel breezy. You will feel at peace and at ease in your mind. And then you can fly. Because you are going to be so light, you can fly. Right? So that's what I'm going to say, sweetheart. That's what I'm going to say. Try to discover yourself and try to get over this. Release the pain from your heart. Release this energy, this energetic emotion that is keeping you grounded, keeping you low, and keeping you blocked. Get rid of it. And then literally, it's really nice when you can soar up in the clouds. And I want you to come up here with me. I want you to come up here with me and fly with me, sweetheart. All right, I hope that helps. Okay, so let's have a look here. I'm going to have a look and see where we are. Kevin, you say, thank you for working so diligently. Do you have anything for me, a reading or any messages? Yes, I can definitely have a look for you, Kevin. Okay. So let's see what we have here for Kevin. And just for all of you who are there, I'm going to keep going for another, I'm going to do probably another 2 or 3, and then that will be it for me for today. But let's see what we got here. Okay, so we've got Kevin. Okay, so Kevin, I'm connected to you. Let's see what messages we got. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, sweetie pie. Sorry, Kevin, I'm just speaking to your spirit right now. Okay, let's see what else we got. So tell me, how do we want to rectify this, my sweetheart? Okay. So, Kevin, this is what I have for you. Okay, and I hope that this is going to give you a little bit of understanding. Hopefully this will give you a bit of understanding. Now, I just like to remind everybody that I am a seer, okay? As a seer, I see the truth that is within your heart. You can lie to yourself all you want all day long, but your heart doesn't lie to me, all right? So the things I say may come across as harsh, or they may come across as a little brazen, but it is the truth that is within your heart that is what you need to hear at this moment. So, Kevin, your heart is full of pain, fear, and suffering. You make poor decisions as to how to conduct your business, and you make even poorer judgment of the foods you choose to put within your body. I was speaking to your spirit after I heard this. I was feeling your spirit, and I was feeling what it is, and your spirit was just feeling a little bit hopeless. You know, just like I want to... But anyway, your spirit says, Kulipup, I want him to know that I am there with him, and that I want to help you heal the world. But I can't do it if my body is immobile with fear and disease. His heart bleeds, meaning you're in pain. Your heart bleeds, you're hurting yourself, with envy, jealousy, lust, and the desensation that your body has gained through excessive pornography. Sorry, I'm not trying to put your business out there, Kevin, but you asked a question and I have to give you the truth. By the way, any guys that are out here who are literally suffering from if you are watching too much pornography, it does desensitize you. It literally turns off the connections in your brain that allow you to be able to feel compassion and sensations of love, and do focus you more so on lust and the physical act of simply penetration. And it is very disconnecting. And I do not judge you. I do not judge you and I do not blame you. It is something that has been placed in terms of systematic programming. Men are directed towards porn. Every single thing that is out there that gains a man's attention has something to do with sex, and it directs you to pornography, right? So I don't blame you, Kevin. I don't judge you, Kevin. All I see is a heart that is bleeding, right? Envying other people, being jealous of other people, feeling these lustful feelings, and then, of course, turning to an outlet to release that is simply desensitizing you and keeping you unwell, right? So again, totally not judging you at all, and I would implore that anybody watching this, please don't judge Kevin. It is literally not, it is difficult. being a guy in society these days. It is. Women, we have our women's intuition. We have our own issues and our own problems. You know, we have our own issues and our own problems, but men have a lot of issues and a lot of problems too. You know, the actions that we see them doing, I'm not, everybody's grown and everybody is literally responsible for their actions and their behaviors. However, when you see the heavy amount of programming, it's like literally for guys, and especially sexual attractions and so forth, it is literally like being an alcoholic, right? And everybody telling you, drinking is terrible, but every time you walk down the street, every store that you see is a liquor store. Every advertisement you see is saying, shove booze down your throat, you know? But then looking back at you going, why are you an alcoholic? Oh, that's terrible. It's like, no, it is a system that is in place to keep you desensitized and to keep you unwell, right? And by the way, when I say desensitization through pornography, it is, you may not be excessive in terms of what somebody else, like I'm not trying to say that you're sitting there in front of the computer just constantly going at it or anything like that, but I'm just saying that your spirit is saying that it is more than what your connections are taking right now. So the activity that you are doing is desensitizing you for whatever amount of time that you're going with it there. So how do you fix this? And your spirit says he needs to fix this by finding his true self and his true power that is held only in love and light. So Kevin, like I say, I only see the truth of your heart. That's all I see. I don't know you personally, and I don't know exactly what you do in your life and whatever like that, but that is what came through. So that is the advice, that is the message from your spirit today. Okay. Hello. Jose George. All right. Jose George, let's get on this one. Jose, you asked when I start my business. So when are you going to start your business? So let's have a look here for Jose. We're connected to Jose, yeah. Okay, Jose, this is what I got for you on that one. So just speaking to your heart and speaking to what's going on here, you're asking, when will I start my business? At the moment, the first words, the first feelings that I got from here was just fear. Fear is stopping Jose's manifestations. If you want to make everything absolutely perfect. Right? You want to make things perfect for the start, for everything to go through, making it right. However, you're now at the point where you're trying to make things too perfect, and we've got to remember that you got to put one foot in front of the other. You know? And it's the fear that is starting to literally set in and to say, hey, no, things aren't perfect. Things aren't perfect yet, so I'm not going to move forward. But again, I don't know what your business is. I don't know what kind of finances you're putting into it or anything like that, but I simply ask the question, and the answer that I'm getting is that if you are going to remain in your pattern right now, your business isn't going to start until about mid-January to late February, so within that kind of 4 to 6 week period next year. However, it could start much sooner if you would just get rid of the fear, get rid of starting to make it perfect, and just kind of jump in there and just be like, yeah, let's do this. It would start much faster. So that's what I got for you, sweetheart. I hope that helps. Okay. So let's have a look here. I'm going to find and see what we've got going. So last one. Oops. Sorry, my dears. Okay, so last one. Let's see who we got here. Shauna Green. Shauna, my dear. You've asked, who are my spirit guides? Let's have a look here. I will answer your question, and you're going to be my last one for today. So because you are my last one for today, I am not only going to tell you who your spirit guides are, I'm going to give you a description, and let's find out a little bit more about them and see just how cool they are. So let's have a look here. Firstly, just for everybody else, are we connected to Shauna? We are connected to Shauna. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting some good information. Okay, sorry. Oh, Joseph, thank you very much, sweetheart. Oh, hello, Annette. Okay, sorry, we're going to do some good stuff here. Shauna, I love your spirit. I love everybody's spirit, but I love your spirit. So let's continue with this. You know, who else does she got around her? Okay. Sorry, I know I'm giggling like a twit, but your spirit's so cool. Okay. 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 Seven two. 7 8. Sorry. Okay, let's get this on here. You've just watched me type away there because Shauna, your spirit is, your main spirit is really awesome, and the other guide that you have around you is also equally very wonderful. So this is what we got here, and this is a special one because Shauna is my last one for today. Shauna, I'm literally going to read you what your spirit has told me in her own words and in her own description. Okay? Your spirit guide is a short but witty sorceress who has the ability to manipulate time and space. She watches you sleep and finds you alarmingly beautiful, but she also makes you wake up at random times as she's trying to teach you how to wake up in your sleep. She's trying to elevate your consciousness as you sleep. She is totally cool with your farts and does not like it when you degrade or belittle your body and mind. So basically, she's fine with your flatulence. You know? So when you're like, oh, excuse me, she's just like, I got it, hun. She uses her sentience, her clairsentience, to flow the energy around you and tries to look you in the eyes to see if you will notice her. She goes by the name of blank, but I won't tell her that because she wants you to figure it out for yourself. She is a warrior also and is a master at martial arts. Tai Chi and Kung Fu are her specialities with the gift of weapons. She is a killer with the spear and the sword also. She has long curly brown hair, petite but muscular. Her wings are broad, but she keeps them furrowed. She keeps them in her back. Her eyes are white like diamonds. They're white. They're crystal white. She looks like Storm from the X-Men, but with brown hair instead. Her skin is light brown, but kissed by the sun. So she's very close to my own complexion. She also has a very Shauna, you also have she has a very beautiful empathic helper spirit who is your spirit's best friend, who helps with your empathy and healing your heart. He is 7'8", long indigo hair, light medium athletic build, and wears robes of a Shaolin master. He is a master empath and a very powerful, loving spirit and a loving heart. So that, Shona, is who you have around you. Your spirit guides, your spirit is very, very old. Very, very old, very powerful, very witty. She's super cool as I'm speaking to her, and she's a force to be reckoned with, I tell you that much. She's got the kind of personality where she's going to poke at you. All in good fun, though. All in good fun. All in the hopes of waking you up, letting you gain your consciousness so she can help guide you and evolve. But she does it in different kind of ways. She's not like your average guide who's just like, I'm going to give you synchronicities, I'm going to do that. No, she's going to come like, she's going to like literally sit right in front of your face and just be like looking at you going, wake up, wake up, wake up. You know, take her sentience and start picking your nose or something like that. You know, taking the shower curtain and blowing it to kind of creep you out and just to get you to notice these things. So Shauna, that is literally who your guide is and what you're kind of dealing with. So I hope that helps, and I hope you enjoyed that. And I'd like to say thank you to all of those who have joined me for today. I hope you enjoyed all of the readings that we did. I will be back with you next week. Again, until about the new year, I will be here primarily in the afternoons and in the evenings in the Toronto EDT, Toronto time zone. So if you enjoyed this reading, if you enjoyed hearing my words of wisdom, if you thought this was really cool, or maybe you just enjoyed feeling my energy, because I know it's a very powerful one and we can have a great time, right? Then please, if you enjoyed it, share it. There may be another individual that also enjoys this and may need some words of wisdom to go by. The next lesson that we are going to do, or the next topic of discussion, I will be coming back to you on Monday, and we are going to go through will, intent, and purpose. It is so, and also focus as well. It is so often that people, like myself, will tell you to focus. But what is focusing? What truly is it? You know, you will hear things where people say, put your intent behind it. But many people are like, how do I do that? Like, what is my intent? What is my purpose? How do I use this in my everyday life? What is it? So that is what we are going to be going through. And not only that, but I'm also going to be going through the rules to the game of life. Okay, so 10 rules that if you are to follow and abide by these rules, you will see success. And it is a wonderful success that you will see. So I love you all so very much. Oh, and just as a reminder, if you are messaging me via private messenger or on Messenger, and you would like a reading, please, in capital letters, put down reading as the first thing you do, okay? Because my messages are like, I don't know how many hundreds of unread messages I have just because I simply cannot get through to all of them. So if I can filter through by just searching in reading, then I know I will find you quickly and find you easily so that I can include you in on these readings. And stay tuned for the further instruction that I have to give. Beta, thank you so much. Looking forward to Monday's session. Have an awesome weekend. Thank you. You as well. Have a wonderful weekend. Remember to always stay happy, stay positive, take care of your body. Do some yoga, get out in nature, be in your now moment, and just be happy. And if anything is literally not working, say screw it. Joseph, you say, how much for a reading? Oh, sweetheart, I do all of this stuff for free online. If you are happy to make it public, I will do it absolutely for free. If you want my private time away from my teachings, it is an incredibly expensive fee of $5,000 for 35 minutes. Okay? Don't get me wrong. During that 35 minutes, I totally heal your entire body, manipulate energy for you, get things, goodness in there. But I'm just like, why even pay for that? You don't have to pay for it from me because I want to do it for you for free. All you got to do is simply send me a message, make sure I have it, and that's all we got to do, right? Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. Wonderful weekend, you guys. Take care.